you lying? Why are you lying?
And we know that Kim D does not like a fucking liar.
Oh, you lie one time and I catch you, I will think differently of you. I don't go for that. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't go for that. I don't go for lies.
Well, let me tell you this. I mean, let's not forget that Teresa, forget about the fact that she went to jail and then Joe went to jail and now he's deported. But like she put up with so much, that my bitch wife and this and no like when Teresa, if Teresa ever the light bulb starts to go off about Louis, it's this ain't a clean break. This ain't like, wait, I got fucked over. I went to jail. My mother passed away. She's learned nothing. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Not from that point of view, you know, from criminal and maybe signing something, sure, because, you know, we have like Jim Leonard on the case and he's not going to let her sign, but she hasn't learned. So this isn't like the light bulb's going to go off and we're never going to see Lou again. This is going to be Housewives mess. This is going to be on again, off again, off. If anything goes wrong, she ain't walking away so quickly, guys.
No, because she always has to be right. She will suffer in silence to be right. Her defense of this man is so ludicrous. It's so ridiculous. Like, take a seat, Teresa. You don't have to defend your man as much as you do. Relax. If someone asks him a question, so what? Let him answer. What are you so afraid of? Let him answer. She goes, I've been with him a year. A year is not very long, my dear. A year is when everyone's on best behavior.
Yes, and yes. It doesn't, right. I mean, maybe this is why you and I are alone and single. I mean, even though we have each other and we're very happy in the world, but like, I mean, if I was so certain of you, which God knows how long that would take. If all my friends and everyone were like, just open your eyes a little, I would at least listen.
Yes. Listen.
And be like, I may not agree with you, like, but give me a month. Listen,
I agree.
I already told you, anyone that comes to date me, if it gets serious, I'm going to hire a private investigator. I'm going to be a married.
I don't blame you.
I'm going to be married.
I don't blame you.
I just want to know. I'm not going to hold things you did in their past against you. I don't give a
No, definitely not. No. But
because I don't judge, but I need to know what I'm dealing with. You know?
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. So anyway, what about Jen and Melissa?
Well, okay, so let's just back it up for a minute. This whole thing, I mean, Jennifer's good. She comes up when she called Joe Gorga a little bitch boy.
I can't. Well, first of all, Bill isn't a bitch boy. Bill doesn't get involved in the women's fighting, but Joe gets involved in all the women's fighting and all the gossip. So she had the right to call him that. She had the right to call him that because he's the cacchione. He gets involved. Now, Margaret's husband, seems like a nice guy, but in Italian, he's called a mapin because he barely opens up his mouth. Margaret, dresses him. Margaret checks him around. So in Italian, that's a mapin, okay? And then in Italian, Bill would be like ricotta cheese because, he's just there. You know what I mean? So he's not a bitch boy because he stays out of the women's fighting. And Joe gets right in there.
Well, first of all, I love Margaret and Joe, and so I will not be saying anything bad about either of them here today.
I'm not saying anything bad about him, but he's a little bit of a mapin. He don't speak,
No, I mean, I think if you were my person and you said, like, I think if Louis, listen, we also don't know how it's edited, but like, I do think if I were dating Margaret or whoever, and someone like Louis said something, I would have lost my shit then. Like,
of course,
just me. But I'm not criticizing them because Joe is wonderful to me, and so is Margaret.
Yes, he is. No, I'm sure he is. But not normal guys that I'm with, the kind of men that I'm with. Okay, they might not have jumped up and punched Louis, but they would have said, "Excuse me, who do you think you're talking to? What do you mean she doesn't intimidate you? Why would a woman have to intimidate you for you to answer a question? We're all having a conversation here. What kind of talk is that? You don't intimidate me. Why should a woman? I don't get that. You're not intimidated by a woman? Well, very good for you.
Well, speaking of Bill, I mean, it is now a thing. Like Bill should Bill have, Jennifer thinks the girls seem to think so too, that Bill should have spoken up. That's what
Well,
people
but
think now.
I
mean,
know that, but I agree with that. But he's just not that. He's a very mild mannered man. He's not. This is not who he is. You know, he's very mild mannered. Is again, it's people's choice. I could never be with someone like that because, you know, I just need like I want a man to be like I guess more like aggressive and tougher. You know, but he's a
yeah,
mild. He's a gentleman. He's a mild
you don't
mannered
want a
man.
little pussy bitch, is what you're saying.
No, I don't want a bitch boy. I don't want a bitch boy.
But here's the thing. I don't know if it's in the editing because we all know how that works. Bill could have been smiling 3 hours ago when he got his meatball sub. But those edits, I mean, if that was real time when Bill is like sitting there eating the fucking popcorn, dude.
I know.
This is about you. I mean, other than the loser,
Exactly.
like she's like, eat your fucking popcorn, Bill. But like this drama is because of you. But he's like,
hysterical.
He's loving it. He's like, I'm like, go and get your fucking popcorn, dude.
I can't, Dave. I can't. It's
right?
true. It's
I mean,
true. It's true. It's true.
Like, bro, like,
but no,
you should be mortified that, I mean, you know, you cheated, fine. I don't hold things like, let's move on. But aren't you at least a little like this whole fucking drama is because of me?
Yeah, but also though, then the fighting began again with Jen and Melissa because Jen called Joe Gorga a crook. And if you see the flashback, it's because one of Jen's friends told Jen that Joe Gorga beat them out of money. You see what I'm saying? So
although it really was Michelle Pace, the realtor from that was last season, who wanted to be on the show. And yes. They're not, Joe Gorga is not over being called a crook, but I guess I don't know if you or me would be either. And Jennifer, I don't think calling him a bitch boy helped matters, but
no.
It was so funny. I'm sorry. It was so funny.
Jen's funny. I get a kick out of Jen. She just lays it out there, honey. She lays it out there.
She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care. Now, of course, Jennifer and Melissa are now speaking 24/7 about this.
Yes.
You know, Jennifer's like, you know, well, I thought you were charging at me. Melissa, you know, they both have their own side of this.
Yes.
I guess
she
we
was
can
charging
call it a physical altercation, right? They touched.
It was. Jen took her, well, when Dolores even said, if somebody came charging at me, I would think they were coming to hit me. Melissa got up and charged her, and then Jen grabbed her hands, her arms.
That's understandable.
I think it is. I think it is understandable. I mean, I think I would do the same.
I mean, Melissa says, I wasn't charging. I was just coming to talk to you and have a chat.
But you don't know that. You don't know that. I don't think Melissa's not aggressive. She's not a physical girl, but she's not. So I believe Melissa when she says she was just standing up to talk to her, like more face to face. But when you're Jen or you're someone that she's coming at, you really don't know. Just like Dolores said, you really don't know. So she stood up to defend herself. You know,